What's good, guys? Welcome to another video, and as you can see from the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about the reason why you can't achieve your goals. You keep setting goals, you keep wanting to move forward, but you're not able to make any progress. And when you finally think you've made some progress, you self-sabotage yourself and you're back to where you were. You feel as if you're stuck in this little rut and you can't get out of it. So what I've experienced in my own journey is that there is a specific way of setting goals, and there are a few specific reasons why the majority of people, right, there's actually studies done, I think over 90% of people that set their New Year's resolution don't achieve their goals, right? And there's a specific reason for this. And after doing lots of research into this, trial and errors myself, I can confidently say that the majority of goals I set out, I'm actually going to achieve them. And there's an actual step-by-step process I want to give you that is going to be very effective. So you will no longer self-sabotage yourself, and you will no longer get stuck with these thoughts of oh, I can't do this, and all this self-doubt. So the main reason, and what I've observed in myself and a lot of other people, the main reason you're not achieving your goals is because your dopamine, your reward system, is messed up. Let me explain. Whenever you try to achieve a goal, let's say you have the goal of, I want to get a six-pack in 6 months, right? So make it more practical. I want to lose 20 pounds, right? The way you want to do this is you want to make small, tiny goals out of this. So what you want to do is, that's going to lead to, okay, that means that in 3 months from now, I need to lose 10 pounds. That means in 1 month from now, I need to lose, I'm just saying something, 3 pounds per month, right? Okay, that means I need to do daily workouts. That means I need to eat healthy, certain things, right? That's how small you want to make it. So what you've done now is that you've broken down the 6-month goal into daily tasks you need to be doing on a day-to-day basis. The reason most people don't follow up with the tasks they need to do in order to achieve a specific goal is because their brain isn't hooked to the reward it's going to give you. Because what I've realized for myself, guys, I find it very effortless and extremely enjoyable to pursue my goals, and I'm actually hooked to it. Me setting my goals and going after it is someone else's drugs, it's someone else's dirty websites, it's someone else's alcohol. So the main reason, right, you don't feel this pull, right, to go after your goals. You don't find this joy and you feel as if you need all this willpower. The reason this is happening is because your brain doesn't find enough pleasure in the dopamine rewards you get from achieving these daily tasks. Here's an example. If you go to the gym, you finish a workout, or you set a certain PR, your brain releases dopamine. Right? But the problem is that if you still, and this is where the big problem is at, guys, if you continue to indulge in bad habits, these bad habits, they spike your dopamine so much more. Have a look into watching the websites, for an example, and just fapping way too much. It creates a huge spike in dopamine that is close to the same amount of snorting a line of cocaine, right? That is absolutely insane. So how can you expect to find any joy in pursuing your goals when you're still spiking your dopamine 10 times as much with all the bad habits you're doing? It's simply not possible. Your brain is gravitating towards the bad habits instead of the goals, the daily tasks you need to do. Every time you in fact achieve a small task, it doesn't feel fulfilling, rewarding. It doesn't feel as if you want to do more of it, because guess what? It's not comparable to the amount of dopamine release you get from doing a bad habit. If you are able to get rid of your bad habits, right? Anything that spikes a bunch of dopamine throughout the day. So that could be watching the dirty websites, fapping too much, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, smoking weeds, watching freaking TikTok videos all day, waking up, right? This is one of the worst. Waking up and grabbing your phone and scrolling, right? That will mash you up like nothing else. Because when you do that, guys, by the way, if you wake up, you grab your phone and you start to scroll, you wake up and your brain already releases a certain amount of dopamine. Now, if you want to do a boring task like reading a book, right, or doing a meditation, it's so hard to do because it's not comparable. Right? You already had this huge spike in dopamine, and now you're doing something that releases a tiny bit. It's pretty much impossible to do. So here's the beauty, guys. If you start to get rid of all these shitty habits, right? You have a very clean lifestyle, right? Nothing crazy, no bad habits anymore. You will naturally gravitate towards the dopamine rush you get from achieving these small wins. And this is the reason some people just achieve their goals effortlessly. And this is how to achieve your goals without willpower. And this is something I've realized in the past few weeks. That's the reason I'm currently, this first year, I've been able to crush my goals effortlessly. And I feel as if I'm hooked to my goals. I wake up and I'm not even craving any bad habit. I'm craving doing the next thing that is going to push me forward, because my brain has been rewired in such a way that this is where it's going to get its dopamine from. My brain literally craves achieving a goal, achieving a tiny little daily win. Now, obviously, getting rid of your bad habits is easier said than done. But if you're struggling with this certain dilemma, right, you're trying to set your goals and you're trying to push forward in life, but you're not able to, if you just fix and if you're able to get rid of your bad habits, and that obviously is easier said than done, but the awareness of this, right, is already very powerful, because if you're now aware of the fact that, hold on, the reason I'm not able to achieve my goals, the reason I'm not able to push forward is because of these bad habits, why am I still doing them, right? It creates a stronger why for you to be like, no, I no longer want to do this because I want to push forward in life. So now every time you scroll on Instagram, now every time you open a dirty website, what you're doing is you're borrowing the dopamine, the energy you could put into your goals, right? So this is simply just a video to create awareness, because once you have the awareness of this, right, the bad habits I'm doing are literally messing up my own potential, what I'm able to achieve in this life, you actually start to find a deeper reason why you want to quit this. Because here's a little quote of Nietzsche: a man that has a strong why can bear any how. So if you truly want to move forward in life, you need to have a very strong why. If you have a strong why, you can do anything, right? You'll be able to drop it like that. But you need to create the awareness within yourself. So this is one of the reasons, guys, if you still have too many bad habits and preferably want to get rid of all of them, right? Make it a little bit more extreme than what is considered normal. I love to do this because what you'll notice is that, and what I've noticed myself is that if you do what's considered normal, you will get the results of the majority of people. When I observe people, most people aren't happy. Most people aren't living out their dream. Most people aren't truly doing what they want to do. So maybe really look out for that, right? Don't do what everyone else is doing. If it's a little bit strange, if it's a little bit extreme what you're doing, it's probably a good thing, because no one else is doing it. And leaving these bad habits behind is easier said than done. It's going to require work. You might need to give up your environment. You might need to leave certain people behind. You might need to do some really tough shit to get rid of these bad habits. But just know, once you're able to do this, you will naturally gravitate towards reaching your goals, and you will not need any willpower for it. You're just pursuing your goals. It's like an automatic thing in your brain. You want to do the run. You want to lift weights. You want to work on your project. You want to read that book that's going to make you learn more. Because guess what? Every time you read a book and you have this wow insight, right? Guess what that is? That you release dopamine. Your brain releases dopamine. At a certain point, you become hooked to that feeling. So you become hooked to learning more because it creates these small spikes in dopamine. That's why you think, oh, I need willpower and I don't have enough. But that's not how you do it, because you will run out. So guys, I truly hope this made sense. If you get rid of your bad habits, your brain will naturally crave different type of dopamine, right? And that is going to be coming from your goals. So set goals, create smaller goals, make them into daily tasks, pursue those goals, and at the same time get rid of your bad habits. And what you will notice is that you're able to achieve your goals without using willpower, and you make it effortless. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, if you need help with any of these topics, you can book a call with me in the description link down below to see whether or not we're a good fit. Guys, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.